Everyone, this is Mr. Moeller. I'm just going to talk to you today about some Google Classroom procedures and ins and outs of Google Classroom. So, we're going to start right here at our regular Google page. If you have not logged into Google Classroom yet, this is how you do it. Simply go to Google and type in Classroom. First thing that comes up should be Google Classroom, which it does. You're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to a page that looks something like this. I have already enrolled all of you into your specific section of humanities. So within humanities, there's section 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6. Depending on which one you are in, that should probably be the only thing that shows up for you. But since I'm the teacher, I have 3. You're basically going to enroll in the course or accept your enrollment in the course if it's the first time you're logging in. And from there, you'll be able to view the course. Okay, just some basic layout things about Google Classroom. Up here at the top is kind of your tabs. The first, and really this is the main thing that we're here for, just in Google Classroom in general, is for the stream feature. It allows kind of discussions to take place. You can talk and collaborate and interact with each other in a way that we can't really do on Google Meet or in Echo for that matter. So a lot of the reason why we even included this platform of Google Classroom with you was so you guys could do some interacting with each other and commenting on each other's posts using this stream feature. So we'll get to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. The other tabs up here, I just want to kind of point out classwork and grades. Neither of these are really going to be used by us that much because both our classwork and grades will primarily be handled within Echo. Certainly the grading part will be, so don't expect a whole lot of use out of either of these tabs. People, that's also not that useful to us right now. It simply says your teacher's here and who all has accepted and joined the class to this point. Not super important for our purposes. So hopefully by the time you finish watching this or at the end of this video, we'll have pretty much everyone logged in and a part of the class, and then we can all start interacting. What you'll notice here is on the stream, there's a couple different things. First of all, it's going to have this little top part, and this talks about what our class code is, what our Google Meet location would be if we ever end up using that. I'm not sure that we will or not. And then if we had assignments and things like that, that would be mentioned right here. But similar to a platform like Facebook or something online that you guys may be used to as far as leaving comments, this is really what I'm interested in using this for. You'll notice that at the top right here where it says share something with your class, that is what you would click on and you would type something in if you wanted to start a new discussion thread. For our purposes right now, I'm rarely going to ask you to do that. So when you are here on this page, I don't anticipate or expect you to be sharing something new with your class because that's going to be you sharing your own thought about a whole new thing. And that's not going to be what I'm asking you to do most times. What I am going to ask you to do is comment and share and reply on some of the posts that I've make or that Miss Pazinski makes by essentially just adding comments and then discussing and just interacting with the other posts of other classmates. It essentially allows for discussions to take place that can't happen when you're not sitting in our classroom. So if you could picture being in a classroom environment and the teacher saying, all right, I want you to take 2 minutes and write a brief response to this question, and then I want you to turn and talk. That turning and talking is what we can't really do a whole lot of while we are remote. So some of this kind of sharing of insights and information via this stream is going to be as if you were commenting or sharing thoughts with someone else. The only difference, of course, being is that instead of maybe talking to your partner, all of your comments are going to be visible to pretty much everyone, but you can still kind of point out things to certain people. Here's what I mean by that. Take a look at this post, for example. It says, describe your favorite pair of shoes, the favorite pair of shoes you ever owned. What made them special? What happened to them? And after you post your reply, please leave a comment or question on 2 of your classmates' posts. So there's the post. What I'd like you to do is underneath it where it says add class comment, that is where you're going to type your response. All right. Um, let's say you have a pair of shoes right off the top of your head and you say, I loved my black and red, we'll say LeBron Soldier 13s. Making that up. I never owned that shoe, but I'm making it up. All right. What made them so special? I love them because blah 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 blah. All right. So you're going to add that as your class comment, and you'll see that that comes underneath the original post. Okay. When that is done, that is then something other people can comment on. If they like that, say, oh, I had a pair of LeBron Soldiers too, or I didn't like 13. I liked 14s better, or whatever. Okay. To do that, you simply go over here to the right where this little 3 dot thing is, and oh, excuse me, when you click on that, I can either edit or delete my post if I've done that. But um, commenting underneath that is going to be a way that we can interact. And a way to do that is simply if you put the @ sign, um, and let's say to Paul Moeller. All right. If you find my name, then that basically highlights that it is coming to me. And I could say, I really like those shoes too, whatever you'd like to do. Okay. And then that post goes in underneath it, and it says who left that comment, it says who it's to, and what the comment is. Okay. So you guys will get this. I know you're familiar with how these work. Different platforms kind of do this chat or stream feature in different ways. But the point here being, we want you to interact with each other, not just with us individually as teachers. We want you to comment on each other's posts. So that said, one of the things I want to add is it's real important that this is not an opportunity that you guys say anything mean or hurtful or disrespectful. We want you to comment on a post or ask a question if you're generally curious or if you really have something nice to say. If you just say those shoes are trash, I don't like them, they're no good, whatever, that's not helpful at all, and that's not what we're looking to do here. Even if that's what you think, you know what? That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but you don't need to share negativity, and you don't need to share something that's not going to make anyone feel good about the favorite pair of shoes that they owned. So, if you have any critique, if you think that it's not, a great pair of shoes, keep that thought to yourself. If you want to ask a genuine, legitimate question like, what made those shoes special in your mind? It's not hurtful. It's not something that's going to make someone upset. That's okay to ask, and then hopefully they can respond to you and answer your question. But um, this is not a forum to make fun of each other's shoes, so to speak. This is just an option to really interact in a positive way with your classmates. So add your comment here and respond to a couple of your other classmates to see what they have to say. And then what that will do is create a large section of comments underneath this post. Once again, you're going to want to refrain and stay away from sharing something with your class. That's going to start a new thread, and you don't want to do that. So hopefully you guys get this concept and can answer a question that way. So take a look now once you finish seeing this video to see what the discussion question is, and talk about it and share a couple comments or questions with your classmates. Thanks a lot, and appreciate you listening.